Welcome, guys. Welcome to the show. It's another Tuesday morning coffee and tattoo critiques. Let me calm this down over here. Bam. There we go. Anyhow, so I am trying to make sure the internet is running good here and coming across to you guys smooth. So I hope that is the case. Nonetheless, I appreciate you all being here. And as always, I want to briefly talk about the thumbnail. So this was a thumbnail chosen for today. It's we've seen this tattoo, guys. We have seen this tattoo around. I know I have many a times. And the reason why I threw it up there is because sometimes you have those tattoos that are not great, but they're just kind of cool at the same time. Not saying this is the coolest tattoo in the world, but at the same time, it is just got that sort of raw, not that great, cool factor to it. Would I want it on my arm? Probably not. I'm going to say no. I'm not a big fan of it to necessarily rock it and wear it every day. But I still think in its own right, this is its own version of cool. Like, that mustache is so stinking powerful. It's out of this world. Powerful freaking mustache. It's not great, okay? But anyhow, as always, I like to talk about the thumbnail, why I chose the random arse thumbnail. That's the one. We've seen it. We've talked about it. There we go. I'm going to leave it up because it seems like my internet runs a little bit better when I'm not, bam, smack dab in the middle. So let's go ahead and say good morning to my friends over here. Thank you guys for being here. Smoke says, whoa, I have to start waking up earlier. I'm sorry, man. Normally, I'm on Tuesdays if I'm going to do a live. I like to wait till 10 o'clock, but I have some things I got to get done today. It's kind of like a day off for me, sort of. So, nonetheless, figured we'd jump on here early. You know, it's good that this many people are here this early. Let me go say good morning to you guys, and then we'll start looking at work. And I know it's early and people are thrown off guard, so if there's not work there to be looked at, don't worry. This is the moment when I just go look at whoever sent stuff in randomly yesterday. So we're going up here. Let's see. Swasi? I can't pronounce names. Good morning. Good morning. X322. Good morning, man. Great to have you guys here. Who we got? Doc. How's it hanging, big man? It's pretty much the same as usual. Nothing to report out of the ordinary. Brad, good morning, man. Guys, let me know. If you haven't already told me at some point where you're watching from, let me know. I know that some people, they tell me, I'm getting to know where people are from, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Top of the top. What is going on? What is that? Freak VA, son? Good eve. So it's good evening out there where you're at, Aaron. Very well. Very well. Morning, y'all. Good morning to you as well. I promise we are going to get to what we came here for. Okay, good morning from El Paso, Texas. Right on. Where's the camera? Ba-da. All right, Brandy, good morning to you. Good morning. I know there's a lot of crap constantly getting popped up on the screen. And, of course, Smoke, yeah, I guess it's just on Tuesdays. If I'm not, if I don't have an early appointment, I'll try to go live on Tuesdays. So that way people can try to plan a little bit. But I like to stay on the everybody on their toes. There we go. Look at this. Yes, rock hand skull, rock hands, coffee. That's it, man. That's it. That's the morning. It's all good here, bro. Good to go. Good morning, boss. Got the good mornings coming in, man. It's awesome that enough of you guys are already here this morning. Good morning from Vegas. It's too early out here. You're right. It is a bit more. Yeah. Whoa, dude, did you go to sleep last night? Yeah. What is it, like 6 a.m. out there? Love your videos and work. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being here. There are so many. Louisiana just sent you one, bud. Here we go. Work is coming in. Good morning, everybody. Morning from Kentucky, Nebraska. Let's see. What else we got? I know I'm missing stuff here. Good morning, Sherry. Kyle, what's going on? Doc. Let's scroll down to the bottom. Andy B, what's up, man? Andy B. Hey, Dave, just finished and caught the live while waiting for consultation. Right on, man. Somebody recently found the channel. I love your vids. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. That's what these are about, man. This is pretty much just like a chill time, our midweek live session. Just morning coffee, burps, and I stole my wife's coffee cup this morning. So it's got little snowflakes and stuff on. Not that anybody cares. Anyhow, so good morning, Mel. Good morning. I could just say, where do you go, Doc? Somewhere nice. Oh, there we go. From South Texas. Okay. All right. So we've already talked about our thumbnail, how it is in its own right kind of jacked, but at the same time, really kind of cool in my opinion. Just because of this stinking mustache. It's too wild. It's too cool. But I think these are those moments where you can have a very simple tattoo and people go, that's weird. But at the same time, it's like kind of funny cool. Anyhow, that's just my opinions, my thoughts on it. Hey, what's going on, Neil? All right. Good morning, Night Owl. All right. So with that out of the way, I'm going to drop that out. Let's see how much I glitch here with it just being me on the yes. You know, that's it. You know who it is. So, I mean, that's something there, right? How's the stream coming across, guys? Are we doing better today? Is the stream looking better today? I ran some tests and whatnot on my internet, and I'm trying to make sure I'm using the best version I can. Neil says it's good. All right, good to go. Are you guys ready? Are we ready? We're going to do this for about an hour and some change. Then I'm going to take off and get some stuff done. Stream is cool. All right, thank you, Andy. Let's go. Let's see, who do we got over here? Oh, wait, I got to move stuff around here. Let's put that up there so we can click over to that. Yep, that's looking good there. All righty. All right. Took no time at all. We have plenty of emails coming in. I thought, well, it might take a few minutes. Not at all. So we are going to be starting with this one. Came in at 9:16 a.m. Yep, that is about the time. And there's like 20 pieces here. So we're going to do our best to get through it. Good morning to you, Jason, from Rochester, New York. Thanks for being here, man. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I know everybody's got stuff to do, so it's always nice that you guys took a few minutes to stop by. And if you are just stopping by, give the stream a like. We have no goal today, but, you know, goals are on Sundays, not for Tuesdays. Hello, Dave. Dustin here. I've just been tattooing a cup. I just began. I can't read. Tattooing a couple weeks ago. I was definitely only wanting to tattoo fake skin, but my best friend begged me to tattoo him. So I'll attach some fake skin practice along with some of my buddies and one of myself. And any advice would be appreciated. Thank you in advance. Long-time viewer, first time reaching out. All right. No problem, man. No problem. All right. So here's the dealio here. You're always going to have a friend who's going to be like, dude, just tattoo me. Just tattoo me. Just tattoo me. I did one potato tattoo many years ago, and everybody came out of the woodwork. It's like, do you guys even look at what I'm doing? They have so much trust in you, so much faith, and you're just like, dude, I just ordered this crap yesterday. You could have ordered it, you know? Excuse me. Here come the burps. But nonetheless, I'm going to try to start over here. Not bad. It's a tiny little tattoo, so you're listening, man. You are a long-time viewer. I hope it stays this way because we've got a nice little tattoo, a little bit of shading in there. Not too bad. It's not enough to say anything bad about it. In fact, I think it's all right. Little sword, little baby sword. All right. Again, we're doing some small pieces here, so I don't really have anything horrible to say. I mean, yeah, sure, if we look at this line went over a couple times. This could be a little straighter, but hey, look, it's not that bad. Not bad. What we got here? The classic diamonds. You're not a tattooer unless you tattoo diamonds as one of the first few tattoos you've done. I'm joking, by the way. You know, it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's so small, though. So, I mean, it's you know, hard to tell you much at all. I like this one. It's, again, pretty simple. The lining is all right. You tell you had to go over a couple things a couple times, but it's not jumping out at you. That's like, holy crap, what are we doing, boss? Oh, can you guys not hear me? Sorry, I just saw that, JJ, and I just want to make sure that before I keep running my mouth, wasting my energy, that you guys can hear me. Let me know. Let's find out if it's just JJ or not. Loud and clear. Okay, sorry, JJ. I don't know what the problem is over there, bud. I'll put the microphone a little bit closer to my face, I guess. So anyhow, this is looking good as well. I'm going to boogie through these because there's quite a few, and I know there's some people here who want to get their stuff seen as well. So we are going to, all right. I'm not a fan of this one. Maybe it's because it's right smack dab in the middle of the forearm, so it's kind of rough to do anything else in the future on this. And as you can see, across, you need to make sure this stuff is symmetrical. We've been over this a few times. Oh, good to hear, Night Owl. Glad everything's coming in good. All right. Yeah, so we have mainly what's sticking out at us is this line right here because, well, it just doesn't quite seem the same, right? So crosses are tricky. If they're not, if they're not symmetrical, it's the eye's gonna notice it. And also the black just seems like it might not be quite patching. But again, it's not horrible. It's just not quite where you want it to be. Really hard to see that one. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? You got some curvy stuff going on here. And all in all, the curve and the lines seem pretty good in there. Might just want to work on packing that black a little bit more. Aha, the classic. So if this is all the practice you've done on fake skin, I hope not. But get yourself some better fake skin for sure if you're going to be spending some time practicing, which I encourage you to do. Wow, those tattoos you sent so far were not bad. If you're going to move forward, definitely going to want to go back and spend a little time practicing a bit more. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing that. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nothing too insane there. Yep, I would say just be careful. Make sure you try to get all the way up to the line. If you have to, bust out a small round shader or something and just really get it all the way up to the line. Because while it's not jumping out like, oh gosh, look at that, it is a little bit, to me, jumping out. And these lines, they're not the greatest. I don't know what's happening with this thing down here, but overall, not too bad. Pieces like this, you have to be careful, because you need this skin to breathe. You need that skin breaks in between there for it to be legible. And I think you did okay, but you got close to maybe closing in a couple of these spots, which I had difficulty at one point in time doing that as well. All right. Let's see. Hey, this is not bad. So a definite improvement along the way here. As you can see, two lines came together and they kind of missed a bit. But, you know, not too bad for just a simple line piece. The depth seems all right. I don't see blowouts. The consistency in the saturation's all right. I think the hat kind of, we lose it right here a little bit because this is supposed to be attached to that, and that's right here. So a few little things, man. Overall, just a few things. You're doing okay. Just maybe spend a little bit more time practicing on some fake skin, some good fake skin. But overall, it's better than I had expected when you were talking there in the message. Neil, a little glitch a couple times in the stream. Uh-oh. Is it beginning? Are we beginning to get the glitches? Oh, goodness me. Let's hope not. Let me see here. All right, so we're moving on to the next one. We have no information here. Nothing sent. We don't know. It just says traditional tap from Brian. So, hey, Brian, let's take a look. All right. Well, you know, sometimes it's tough because some of the lining in here is not too bad, right? I mean, I don't know how long you've been doing it. I'm assuming not too terribly long because, you know, it's not the greatest. But however, the lining in here is all right in a lot of places, okay? For the most part, it's relatively consistent. Where it gets me is this black is kind of a light-ish looking black. It doesn't quite look saturated. And then you come up over here, mainly in this flower, and the black is just kind of like, where's the camera? Just kind of blobbed in. Blob. It doesn't feel like it's in any sort of direction, right? This doesn't feel like this petal is coming out and going like this. It looks like this petal has just been shaded across. And here is this portion right here. I'm not sure why that area at the top there is shaded. The light it would be hard for the light to get to the bottom of it because it's curling down, and maybe a little shadow underneath this section right here, right? So we need to think about where we're putting these shades. Just because it's traditional, you know, there is some logic behind it. And then blast black all over the place. It's just lacking shading understanding for where to put your blacks, where to put some whips of your black. Lining is not too bad. I mean, yeah, up the top here is a potato or two, but overall, lining is not too bad. I think you need to work on your black, your shading, figuring out where you should put black, how to be smart about it. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, not to throw the man under the bus or anything, but yeah, oops, wrong. Oh, sorry, Andy. I didn't mean to throw yours up there. Sorry, buddy. Smoke says, yeah, the shading is all over the place. Okay, so it's not just me. It's good that you guys let me know as well what you think, because sometimes I know I'll look at something and be like, oh man, that's rough. And the chat's going, oh, we like that. We like that. It's like, oh, maybe I'm just being an a-hole. And it can go the other way too. I can like something. They're like, what are you talking about, man? All right. So I've been tattooing for about 3 weeks now. Would love your opinion. I've been thinking about making this a career once I get out of the military. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Yeah, man, you can definitely make it a career. Yeah. I don't know how much longer you got in the military. All right. First off, this is a good fake skin. I see. You can quickly tell this is real skin. You have other real skins over here. You have a very crappy fake skin behind it. I mean, look how thin that is. You can literally see through the fake skin. I can see this letter, the D or whatever this is, the N, through the fake skin. That is super thin. Don't even want to waste your time. But this looks nice, man. For overall, the first glance as I run through it, I like where the black is at. It seems to work out okay. Sometimes you've got to like diagnose a tattoo and kind of look, see where the snake's moving through and everything. Overall, I think it looks pretty good, man. I like the shading in it, the little bit of stimples going on. I think spend a little more time with shading that we can get a little more confident with it. The lining is overall decent. Yeah, not bad, man. Not too bad. So, yeah, thanks for sending that in, man. Overall, Anthony, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for your service. And keep working at it at this pace. Keep pushing yourself, doing different stuff. But stay on that fake skin. Enjoy it. Have fun with it. Put some music on. Put a podcast on. Do your fake skin practice. Enjoy it. It's a session. Treat it like a session. Like, I know Andy has talked about it several times when he's been on Sundays. Put that fake skin on an armrest, put it on a round surface, take your practice to the next level, right? It's going to make your life better in the long run, especially if you're already in the military. They try to get you in trouble if they catch you tattooing on people, but you can absolutely get away with it. We know. But take your time, man. Take your time. You're doing good, man. All right. Nathan says, so close. Is this yours, Nathan? Nathaniel, is that yours? So I'm on it right now, man. So close to it. I see you commenting over there. All right. One more. Let's hit Jason. All right. Only picture I have in this phone. We'll send another. I'm from Rochester, New York. I don't know why I had to say that funny. All right. Well, it's on fake skin, so that's a plus. I see purple, so you did have a stencil here. That's a good thing, too. All right, but as you can see, and I think this might be I can't tell. Yeah, it does kind of look like a poor quality in brand of fake skin, and that's going to make your tattooing experience really horrible at times. So a lot of these lines are very faint, so they're not quite fully saturated. Where you see how it's like a bit darker right here, but then right here and right here, it's faint. That's because your needle is not maintaining the proper depth in this particular fake skin. And that's why you see all the little marks from your round shader, round liner, whatever it is you are using. So we want to try to find that consistency. And that's why you're on that fake skin, so you can get used to figuring out the consistency. One person's skin is going to be a different consistency than another. Fake skin is going to be different from real skin. But you practice finding that consistency and getting comfortable moving your hand at a consistent rate and yada, yada. What I like about this is you're trying to do one pass lines, which is, I think, what you should be training to do. Overall, continue doing what you're doing. It's not perfect. It's not where you want it to be just yet, but it's what you had on your phone. It's what you had ready to send in. Stay on the fake skin for a while. I'm sure you already know that. Try getting, again, a good fake skin. There's plenty of brands out there. It's going to make your life much better. In fact, you may already have done that. All right, Nathaniel, here we go. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. All right, Nathaniel. Some of my most recent tattoos. Let's see what we got. Are these on your friend, you? Who are these on? Well, they're certainly interesting. They're certainly interesting. I think I like this one here more, but the problem I have is that it's very hard to read. And maybe that was part of it. Maybe you're supposed to have to focus in to find the face mask in the moth or what have you. Maybe that's part of the process. But if it's not, the problem here is the mask is hard to see. It blends in a lot. And again, maybe that's part of it. Over here, obviously, the face is popping out at you. And I don't know if this is supposed to be stylized to look very simple and, what have you. I would like to see some more line weights in this, though. That I think would really help this out a lot, because it's all very much the same line weight throughout, the same shading throughout. It's just, I don't know. I'm not loving it per se. They kind of are meh. The blacks aren't packed quite nicely. It's not horrible. Don't take it the wrong way, but I don't even really care for these little thingies out here either. Yeah, man, I think that you just missed the mark a little bit. While it's not bad, it's just not quite. It's not quite there, man. Take a little bit more time. I think line weights. I don't know. It's just me. Sometimes I'm a sucker for varied line weights. I don't always do it in my work or anything, but that would help. The face, if it was supposed to be stylized or not, it's just not doing it for me. And the mask is just hard to read. The body down here, there's just some things, man. There's just some things. But you know what, Nathaniel, you sent it in. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. All right, let's see. What do we got going on? Let's see. Hey, Night Owl says, and every once in a while I glance over at the chat. Found out Big Wasp has a decent fake skin for an affordable price. Interesting. I did not know that they had some. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Yes, Smoke asks, Nathaniel, did you draw those concepts? That's a good question. I hope you answer that, Nathaniel, if you get the chance. Did you draw them? Did you find them? Did you design them? Because sometimes the failure, the trouble comes in the design. If the design's not on point and the tattoo's not going to be on point, and then also you can design something via lines, but I like that, and then never have actually shaded it and put the color in before you tattoo it. And then also that can, you can fail before you even start the tattoo, or not necessarily fail, but not give it your best. Alrighty. Let's see. Nigel, you're up next, man. And again, guys, I know Andy can contest to this. Is that the word contest? I don't know. Sometimes you don't know what to say about a tattoo. Sometimes it's just, it's not good. It's not bad. That's a tattoo. So sometimes I feel like I'm just sort of reacting to tattoos sometimes and not always necessarily critiquing them, because critique is at such a level. I don't know. It's hard to put into words sometimes. All right. I posted images to you before. This is my latest work. I've been on and off tattooing for a little over 6 months. What do you think? Thanks again. Love your channel. Some of my recent work, would like your opinion. All right, man. Let's take a look. All right. So I think overall these are all right? So the person who's wearing them is probably like, okay, yeah, this is fine, and it probably is fine. The spots you have to be careful when you're doing a piece that are full black like this. There's a few things you have to watch out for. I'm gonna burp. Oh wow, it's a good one. Excuse me. All right. So these lines coming out here, they're out there in the open. There's no hiding them. You want to make sure you take your time and focus on those. And overall, these are okay, right? Okay, not bad. We've seen much crazier things. So overall, not too bad. So again, you're lining around all these letters and you pack them in. Your black is a bit patchy, and you have to really go slow. Jeez, these burps. Now, what you did do well is you got all the way up to the edges, right? There's no holidays. It's just a little bit patchy. The other thing you want to watch out for too is it doesn't take time for these tattoos to expand a little bit as they heal in a year or so's time. So in between these letters, it's just this tiny little sliver. All these, see the M's, tiny little slivers. The Y, that's damn near gone already. The A, all these tiny little slivers, over time, they're going to close up. And I mean, you're still probably going to be able to tell what it says, but over a little bit more time, it's going to get a little bit more wild. E, same thing. As you can see in the E, that's about gone. E, A. So things to keep in mind. The lining is not terrible. I think the black needs a bit more time in saturation, and you got to leave a little bit of those openings, bit of skin breaks, okay? So anyhow, that's mine on that one. But again, overall, we can look at them. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. You know what I mean? All right. This is obviously something for a team, a country, or whatever. Obviously, this is Scotland. So I can't really tell. Like, I want to be like, these are weird colors, but maybe they have something to do with something. You know, I'm being ignorant at this moment. The lining's a little bit wonky here. Some spots are a little bit light. Some aren't really saturated at all. As you can see this over here. Unless you didn't want it to be black and you wanted to just lightly line it. I guess it doesn't really come off that way to me. It doesn't come off as a kind of tattoo where you'd want to like gray line this section. But who am I? I'm some dude, right? But to me, it looks like your lining is a little faint. It's dark in some spots, around the tail and whatnot, and light in other spots. So try to get a bit more of a line consistency. And again, around the outside here, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a heavy black. And you can see we have a lot of openings throughout this black where you got to slow it down and really saturate it. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. You know what? I like this one probably the most. Yes, there are still flaws here, but as a quick, when you glance at it, it's like, oh, you know what? That looks pretty good. And why is that? Because most of the lines that are by themselves free, these little thin ones in between, they read nicely. The skin breaks are okay. Light little butterfly. Of course, there's a few lines and some stuff we'd smooth out, but overall, this one is an improvement over all of them, I think. This one really shows where we struggle with our lines. I don't know which one came first. Maybe this one was before the one we just looked at. Don't really know, guys, but definitely going to want to take a little time, all right, and work on the lining because this is all very faint and scratchy, okay? Very faint and scratchy. Overall, the concept is cool. The picture is cool. But, yeah, so you have some stuff going on here, Nigel. Looking good. Just got to take a little more time on that black and focus a little bit more on them lines. And I think you're going to be all right, man. You're going to be all right. JJ, thank you for the dollar, man. Super chat from JJ. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, dude. All righty. Sean Livering? Sean Livering? I'm going to try to find words before we look at the piece. No words. Okay. Sean, we don't know much about you, my friend, but we're going to take a quick look here. Interesting. Guys, let me know what we're looking at. Some people are going to be like, hey, that's blah, blah, blah. Some of it kind of looks a bit engine-like. I see we got a pulley here, maybe a crank here, a belt running through. It's mainly this top section that's throwing me for a loop. I'm just not sure what it is. Some parts I get, some parts I don't. All right. But if it were me, not knowing what the heck exactly it is I'm looking at, some of the struggles here are, it needs, I don't know if it needs more black because we have a shine on here, but some stuff needs to be pushed forward. Some stuff needs to be pulled back. There needs to be a focal point, something to draw the eye in, that, and then other stuff contributing to it. Here, I'm really not sure. Jason T says flywheel, ? Maybe. So again, what I do like, if we look down here, I kind of like some of the shine we get on this bit here. I see what looks like heat blah 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 fins on the sides of an engine a lot of times, the belt. But again, we get this kind of, I'm gonna call it like a sloppy-ish gray kind of thrown throughout here, and we just need some definition. We need some definition here so we can say, hey, this is that. This is that. Gears and cogs? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Anyhow, let's go on to the next one. Let's see what we got here. We know what this one is. Yes, I like this one. I like how we shaded it this time around. We have grays that really have like a true, so not like a true gray, like it's a opaque style gray, a little bit maybe, but it blends so much nicer. I really like this down here. These blends coming around. The red I wish was packed in a little heavier. You can always add that again later. But this reads right. We have heavy black to push things forward, proper skin breaks. You could critique this a bit more, but overall, I think it's such an improvement. And yeah, I'm pretty cool with this one. And back to that one. Yeah. All right. So it's a bit of a mixed bag. This was, I'm assuming, an earlier piece than this one. But nice job on the gas mask. Really like it. The other one, I think it can definitely go back into it, work it a little bit more, get to push some things out, crispen some stuff up. And that's going to be about that. All right, John Doe's. Let's see what we got. I've been tattooing on myself. This all tattooed I done on myself. Kind of hard to do straight lines. Well, yeah, yep. Been tattooing for like 2 months already. The flames on arm. It's a cover-up tattoo. What you think? All right, well, 2 months already is not a long time. So you say already like it's been a long time. Let's see. I've been tattooing myself. This all tattooed I done on myself. So it's good that you doing these tattoos on yourself. But yes, it is kind of hard to do straight lines. That's why we do what we do here, guys, while we practice. So let's see what we got. All right. You really made life difficult for yourself. Giant circle head thing. You know, the little ghost here. Not bad, especially from the distance we're looking at it. Clearly, we can see he's got a little lump here, a little lump here, a little lump there. But for being a giant circle and trying to figure this stuff out, it's not horrible. I got to burp again. Ugh. All right. JJ says, how do I get my super chat thing to show up? It didn't last time. I don't know, man. I am not really super wise when it comes to that sort of thing. All right. But yeah, so big circle, colored some stuff in. All right. Hey, I don't mind this little guy either. Again, hard to see, but hey, it's there. The lining's all right. A thick, bold line around. I think it fit perfectly for this little piece. The color's pretty, straightforward. So again, not too bad. Oof. All right, we can see this one a little bit better here. Again, when you're packing that color all the way up to the line, guys, that's the goal. Try to get it all the way up to the line, because when it heals out, you're going to see that little bit around the outside. And this is still, again, I don't think it's bad. The blue is where we have our struggle here, all right? Now, packing wall-to-wall color is not the easiest thing. You want to try to keep it from looking patchy. So you have to move together, right? So you're doing the face, boom, up, over, around, boom, up, over. I know when I was showing it on a video, I was just going straight across and straight across. But a lot of times it's this way, it's that way. You're trying to work the color across the entire thing as you go. Nice, slow, steady process. All right, so that's probably what we're struggling with there. Oh gosh, this one's rough. Again, you said something about a cover up. I don't know. I'm not really going to comment on this because I don't really have much to say other than this doesn't look that good, man. Yeah. All right. The other ones, hey, doing okay. Let's assume you started here and now you're here. All right. This is an improvement. Take your time, man. Don't do these huge tattoos. Keep it small like this, man. Keep it small like this, because then you're going to learn how to pack that color in a small area first and then expand onto it and whatnot. But take your time. Don't be in a rush. It's only been 2 months and you blasted yourself several times already. Take your time. Just pull it back a little bit. All right. All right. JJ at Dave. Any plans on coming to the West Virginia Tattoo Expo? Not current moment, but you know what? I wouldn't mind. I just want to go and hang out and walk around. It would be cool if we could set something up to where maybe some of us here, we meet up at one of these events and we just walk around and look at people tattoo. That would be fun. And we'll make a little video about it. We'll find a spot, something where you guys want an event, a tattoo convention or something. I'm not gonna tattoo at them. I'm very much in my ways of I like it tattooing right here in the little spot. And if it's not perfect, then I'm like, I don't want to do it. But I would love to go and check it out. So yeah, let me know. Let me know, guys, if there's a spot. Obviously, I'm in Ohio, so we're gonna have to find something that's not too far. West Virginia is not too far, depending on where we're at. Depending on where we're at in West Virginia. PA is not far. So anyhow, yeah, definitely, Andy. Let's just do it over there in Andyland. Let's just meet up in the UK. Gonna be the best. Gonna be the best. Someday, Andy, I'm gonna come visit you, man. Someday, we get out there, and one day, me and Andy will do a live video in the same room. I'm saying it now. Someday. Morgantown, yeah, maybe JJ. Maybe. I believe August 19th. Ooh, that might not work. Maybe. I have some tattoos around that. Okay, but anyhow, we'll put that on the back burner for now. Doc, you're up. Updated work. Ooh, this is looking good, Doc. Hey, Dave, just a quick update piece since my last critique. Working more on my shading and a little bit of color. If you could let me know what you think, that'd be great. Just got back from a holiday and thought I'd slap a few pieces on more fake skin. All right. Kyle says he's going to be traveling around in an RV. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. And Andy says he's holding me to that. I hope you do, man. I really do. I would love to come out there, man. St. Louis Expo every May. Well, we're going to have to wait till next year for that one, right? If I got my months correct. All right. Sorry, Doc. We're getting distracted again as usual. Bam, let's take a look. All right. Wow, man. I'm loving it, man. Already, Doc. They're just cool pieces. The lining on this one right here in the upper left-hand corner, the girl face, probably the best one I've seen in a while. This is good fake skin. This is real skin, REEL skin. Yes, very nice. I love this little guy. The shading in him's nice. If this were in the skin, I would imagine the shading around his eyes, the fur would lighten up a little bit. The black in his eyes would show through a little stronger. And I think it would be perfect. But not too bad. I liking the lining, man. The lining is really on point here for the most part. Again, nice piece here. I love that you're practicing the lining, and it's looking good. And the shading here, dude, I like this sort of dark shading that you have here. It's not black, but we get a lot of skin breathing here, a lot of skin break. I like this, man. Super cool. Clever girl. Let's see. Hold on to hope. The black is saturated nicely, and I really like this color piece. Clean color. The black and red don't blend and look muddy. It's got a clean black. This yellow, almost like a gold look, looks nice. Black in here, a little gray there. I like this, man. I don't even care. I would wear this tattoo proudly, man. Really do. I think he's just a cool tattoo. I'm always into nice, clean, realistic tattoos, but at the same time, I love a sweet color. Just an odd tattoos, man. Super cool. Doc, fantastic job, man. Send us more work. And this one, I love it, man. Look how smartly used this fake skin is. Man, you ain't stupid. Spending your money and you're using it wisely. Fit. How many pieces do you fit in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces. And now look, you have a coloring book. If you wanted to, you can go back in and color in so many of these or shade them in. Well done, Doc. Great job, man. Great job. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Yes, clean. Clean it is. Nate Tattoo. All right. We got some stuff going on. Hi, name is Nate. I've been doing stick and poke for about 9 months. And, oh, yeah, we saw some of your stick and pokes. Now I remember in a couple of these. And all these are hand poke or stick poke. The only one that is a machine is the little goldfish I just did last month was one machine. All right, again, burping as usual. So these are all stick and poke, every one of these? Dang. I don't even know. I have no experience stick and poke. I'm just assuming that it's not easy. I could see you gotta get the little needle and just poke, poke, poke one stinking dot at a time. And then packing the color. I talk about that color, and that orange is like bam, saturated in there. So again, I think overall it looks pretty good for a stick and poke. I remember we talked about this one. This one looks a little bit beat in a lot of places, but it also has this sort of a stitched look. Okay, yep, that paw print seems to be packed pretty solidly. Same here. Color's all right. I mean, it's a little rough, but again, it's stick and poke. And hey, look, I got no experience stick and poke. I couldn't tell you if this is like, wow, that's really good considering you sticking in, one at a time. Not the guy to tell you whether it's right or wrong. Not a fan of this one. Maybe it's the color. Maybe it's this leaf that the poking got a little out of hand or something. I don't know. Let's check out this one. Little starfish. Again, the poking of the outline and the stuff just gets a little bit messy. It might heal up and end up looking a little better, but that is tiny. Look at that finger. That is tiny, okay? So is what it is. Yeah, we saw this one the other day. Yeah, your stick and poke stuff is better than your machine work. Remember, I don't know if you were here, but we looked at your work a week or so ago, and yeah, we talked about this one. So I don't want to beat it up anymore. I already went over that one. But thank you. Some of these other stick and pokes, not too bad. All right. Let's see. Where are we at over here? Make sure everything's rocking and rolling well. All right, sure. Oh, dear heavens, where are we at now? All right, boom, boom, boom. Let me go ahead and change this up. Guys, if you're watching, give the stream a like. Again, we have no goal for today, but we're currently at 42, and that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. All right, here we go. Hanconson. Hello. Oh, wow, this is interesting. Hello, I'm Swiss, and I've been tattooing for 2 years. Nice, man. Here are some projects on fake skin and real skin. Thank you for your channel, which helps me a lot in my process. Best regards, JR. Awesome, dude. Awesome, man. Well, I don't know where to begin. I guess we'll begin over here. Ooh. You know what? I like this one. What are we talking about? Did he say his name is JR? Yes, JR. I like this one. I even liked how it was photographed. Nice focal point in the front, blurred out in the back, just enough. The colors are cool. It's like traditional looking, but not traditional in the traditional form, if you will. But I think it's cool. The lines look pretty crisp on it. I love the little flowers around. Yeah, I think if anything, maybe the beak's a little off for me. But again, who am I, right? All right, here we go. We have another piece that is bird carrying some flowers in black and gray here with the photo, so a little bit harder to see, but the lines look pretty good. Consistent little scales on the wings and whatnot. So yeah, overall, this one's not bad either. The flowers might be a little dark, but again, that's going to come down to personal preference and not necessarily execution. Yes. I do like this, man. I like the Band-Aid. That's got a nice little look right there. For me, and again, I'm just one dude. Remember this. I wish there was just a little tiny bit more black, maybe just a hint under the chin, but it might not actually be there in the photo. I just feel like that might help it out a little bit. I like this, man. I do like this piece. It's cool in its own right. But again, maybe just a little bit more tone in there, just a touch. But again, overall, super cool, man. Super cool. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. This is cool. Really like this. Love the dark you put in here. This looks vintage. It looks like it's been around the block. It's been played a bunch of times. Super nice, dude. Oh, love the machine, by the way. What is that? Is that the Sidewinder? Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a Dan Kubin. I can't keep up. It looks like a Sidewinder, but I don't really know. But nice job. Again, right in the ditch, too. Ouch. Considering that's in the ditch as well, and the skin is so, like, papery through there and changing constantly. Nice job as well. A lot of little lines, guys. A lot of tiny little lines in these leaves. Nice, a nice whip out. Everything looks pretty good to me. I don't have that eagle eye. I'm not gonna be able to see a name in there like Andy, but look good to me. This is cool. This is cool. I've never done anything like this. And it's done really well. Really well. All these dots are symmetrical. Yeah, dude, I don't even know if I wouldn't even want to do this just because airs are so visible. Yeah, nice job though. Nice job. Cool. Hey dude, thank you for sending this to us there, JR. Fantastic stuff, buddy. Looking good, man. Would love to see more from you down the road. All right, guys. Again, if you're watching, give the stream a like. All right, moving on. Jason. All right, let's see what else we have here. All right, so you blasting some huge O pieces here. Definitely. Entire fake skin here. And again, we can't change what you've done. But again, if I like that you're working on fake skin, that's phenomenal. That's the most important thing. The second thing here is we need to get a better fake skin. The quality of fake skin here is not good. This is that super thin stuff that's like tattooing a piece of wood. You're not really helping yourself too much. The color in this, I'm not really sure. Maybe tried stimpling color or whatnot, but I would work on just trying to saturate color, pack color in. And again, if you're using this fake skin, it's going to be a headache to do so. You're trying these really long lines, and overall, some of these are looking pretty smooth. You just don't have the depth proper, right? So they're too light. The depth is not quite where you want it to be. So what you're going to want to do, again, is continue doing what you're doing. Try some smaller lines, okay? And get yourself some good fake skin. It's really hard to judge on this quality of a fake skin because, as you can see, look at the color here. See, you clearly have tried packing color, and it's just so patchy. Now, some of that is yourself. Some of that is trying to do it quickly, and you think that you can do it quickly. A color piece takes time. It's just no way around it. It's work sometimes, all right? So when it comes to the color, I wouldn't even waste any more of your time, your energy on trying to put color in these fake skins. There was some fake skin on Amazon that I was getting at one point, but the quality has gone down so much lately that I can't even order that anymore. There used to be a couple decent brands on Amazon that were reliable, for the money. But even then, yeah, they might even be linked in the description on some of my videos. And I try to get in there every few months and update those links because people will just like end that link and then they'll attach some random crap to that link. And then, you know what I mean? So it's just tricky. So even be careful there. My biggest suggestion is to get yourself pound of flesh, real skin, true skin. There's a few others as well. Again, Tattoo Underground, we're not picking anybody. We go in order, buddy. Okay, so aside from that, the lining here, I like this skull. The lining's pretty decent on it. We're getting there. You're doing stuff, man. I know I just give you a hard time. The shading in here is you're getting the stipple thing going on here. This flower's also this in the beginning stages of being shaded nicely. Down here, a little bit more black, and then whip it out. And I think you'd have just enough. Add a little bit of black to the base. Whip the black out just a little bit. Come in with a half black and push it the rest of the way, and you'll have yourself kind of a bold-ish flower. Okay, somebody else. Oh, let me just share this, Kyle, because I just looked over. It's all Stigma brand fake skin is the best fake skin for cheap. 10 sheets for $15 now. That is cheap, and I really hope that it's decent, Kyle. I hope it's decent. You're saying that it is, so I hope it is. All right. So again, we have some all right stuff going on with our lining. It's not too bad. It needs help overall. It's again hard to judge this because of the skin you're using. Same thing here. An improvement. If this is where you were and this is where you are, improvement. Okay, I don't want to spend too much more time. So yeah, if you're taking this thing serious, get yourself some better fake skin. All right. Hi, I'm from Germany. I love your videos and take them for practice. Good. Thank you so much for your hard work. Well, thank you. I appreciate your appreciation. This is my second try tattooing on fake skin without a stencil. Oh, heavens. It looks really good from here, so you might have some, drawing skills, but I would never encourage anybody to practice without a stencil. But anyhow, keep up the good work. Greetings from Germany. All right, well, let's see. Oh, yep, never mind. From a distance, it looked a lot better. Nope. First off, without having a stencil, not too bad. You know what I mean? Like proportionally, it's somewhat there. But what you need, and I think this is this is a good quality fake skin. So good on you for that. But I think everything needs work. Okay. Excuse me, I burped like crazy. The lining everywhere is kind of it's very rough, right? So it's a little bit scratchy, a little bit not quite where you want. I mean, it's not smooth anywhere. The shading, while it's okay in some spots, overall it also needs some work. But I think the best thing you can do for yourself is to work on some smaller pieces with lines in them. I think that you probably prefer like that realistic looking stuff, and that's fine. But spend some time with the liner and practice lining, man. Yeah, absolutely need some time with lining. All right, Jeremy. But thanks for sending that in, guys. Thank you for having the courage to send stuff in, right? It definitely, it's not easy, I know. Here's some practice work on real skin, REEL. Have been on and off for a couple years. Got started when I watched your Everything You Need to Start Tattooing video. Awesome. Wish I had more time to practice, but such is life. Thanks for the advice. I totally feel you there. This is cool. Love the bold outline. Black's packed well. We got a little bit of a whip shade going on here. I wish that it whipped down from more of a solid black. So if there was just a little bit more like of a solid black right here, then whipped out, I think it would just give you a little bit like right up to the line almost with a solid black and then whipped it out. But overall, man, looking good. Yeah, there is a lot of black in here. And it's right on the hairy line. It's going to be subjective to who you talk to about whether, that might be too much. But there's a lot of skin breaks as well in this. The lining, again, is on looking good, dude. Lovely stuff here, man. All right, we got some red being packed in here, black being packed in. Again, the lines are all right. The color seems to be saturated well. All right, not too bad. The lining, again, is not bad either. I think we're going backwards in time here. So, okay. So this one just needs a little bit of a change in the shading. It's a little bit too much dotty. It's like where there wasn't sure what to do. It's just a bit stippled, but no actual definition in said stippling. Sorry, my phone's going off. 1 second. All right, let's see. All right. Okay. 1 second, guys. Let me message my wife. Okay. Good to go. Hopefully that's sent. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that would be my advice there. But overall, again, the lining looks good. Things look pretty legit here. Yeah, nice job, man. Same here. Again, I really love your lining. I love the line weights in it. The shading going this way, I think, is improved. And then back here, I think we're still in that stimply mode, which nothing wrong with stimpling. I think it just lacks definition in the shading. And here we have a nice moment to just get practice packing some black. So, hey, Jeremy, nice job, man. Moving along swimmingly. So, again, good morning, everybody. So, a few people saying hello. All right, so let's jump back over here. GK. Hello, love watching and learning from your videos. Keep up the good work. I've been tattooing on and off for a few months now, just for fun. First attempt at a koi pinhead. Don't think I went quite deep enough on the line work and added a UV smile to Joker on my leg just to see. I understand the practicing of the UV to see what it's like. I did that on my leg. I'm kind of waiting for it to heal a little bit before I put a little video together explaining. And again, in the UV video, I don't go in crazy depth. I literally just put it in my leg, tell you how the process went, what my thoughts were along the way, how it heals out, what I think I might use it for. Stuff like that, okay? So that video will be coming in maybe a week or two. Still got to give it a little more time to heal. All right, so here's the problem. What we see immediately with this piece is the lining is just faint. It's wiggly. We need to, with Real Skin, the brand Real Skin, you do need to stretch this a little bit, okay? You got to give it, it will bounce around. It has a bit of a realistic feel, nothing to the point of real human skin, but it will bounce around. You need to stretch it out a little bit, and these lines are faint and not quite fully in there. All right, that's where your biggest problem is going to come on that piece. On this piece, our lining is much stronger, so we do see it a bit more. But again, we're getting too much bounce, I think. Excuse me. As you can see in these scales, it's not fully saturating. We want our lines to look kind of like this line right here. Saturated throughout, somewhat crisp on the sides, okay? And where you don't have that, you want to try to get that, okay? We want to take our time and try to achieve that with every line. Again, if you spend the time now on fake skin to make that happen, you'll be more likely to spend the time on real skin to make sure that happens as well. All right, yep, that's interesting for sure. And yeah, all right. I don't really know what to say about that one. It's not good, bad, ugly, nothing. Just I know how that UV stuff goes, and it's like, all right, there it is. All right, 1 second, guys. I do have to reply to a quick message on my phone. I know that's not exactly uno momento, please. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Bye-bye. Let's see. Hey. Sorry, guys. 1 second. When work comes through, I always reply. Okay, somebody's asking. All right, so let's jump in here and let you guys take a look at this one while I finish up this message. It says, "What's up? Love your work and channel." Okay, so here we go. Boom, chat. Let me know what you think about this. Why I reply to this message real quick. Okay, thank you guys. All right, let's see what you guys said. Sorry if anybody jumped in there or left because it was too dull. I do apologize. It's too flat. All right, so let's start. All right, well, this is a good one. They say, don't forget to give the stream a like. Big thumbs up, folks. Yes, give the stream a like, guys. We have no goal today, but let's see where we're at anyhow. 51, not bad for a goalless stream. All right, don't forget to like, but I still need some touching up. All right, I think Kyle says, I think they used a bolder outline in this. It would have helped a lot. Let's take a look here. One comment at a time. Yeah, I agree with you there, actually. In some spots, a little bit of line weight would have helped. I see some other stuff on my own, but we're going to let you guys tell me what you think. It's too flat as is. Yeah, there's not much depth in there. More tone, Tommy. Yeah, exactly with that depth thing. It needs a bit more depth. Banger. Definitely a banger. Shading right, but they wanted a small. Okay. No. So they're saying they wanted a small line. That's fair. That's fair too. That's fair. Very tonal. Andy says, yeah, we get kind of that same shade throughout the whole thing, so we're missing the depth. Drive done, Kyle. If you have okay, so here's my thoughts on it. Exactly what you guys said, and then also if we get close here, we don't have to get too close. We got a bit of a blowout here, and then I think there was some up here as well. Not too bad. If you're gonna fill these in. All right, make sure you really pack those in there. A lot of dainty lines here, and overall, most of them are all right. But Again, we got blowouts here, so we want to be careful when we're running these smaller needles because they will pierce the skin a lot quicker and do things you don't want them to do. And again, we were zoomed in pretty far. This will probably heal out and be all right. But the thing that this is lacking is some solid black, I think, or some darker shades. And that's going to give it a little bit more life. If we put a little shadow, if we put a little dark deeper down in crevices where no light's hitting, it's going to sell it more. All right. So there we go here. Let's see. Self-made. Now, I think we're all mother-made, I do believe. Mother and father made. But you made yourself. I get it. So the lining on this one, I don't know. It looks a little bit rough again. Maybe a little bit hit a little bit hard. But overall, at least it's relatively straight. It's relatively there. We know what it says. I like that you went back in with this solid white and really packed it in. Personally, I like that. The shading from down here up is okay. I wish it was a bit blacker down here, a bit more saturated, and then comes up. Just me. Same on this side. All right. Mother made. LOL. Hey, look, man. Look. Dad did work too, okay? Put in a few seconds as well, all right? Let's not forget about him. All right. Oops. Let's go on to this one. Okay. Hey, this one is probably the best of all three, in my opinion. I'm zoomed in, not too terribly far, but far enough. These are not very big. They are small, little, sorry, lab made. Yes, Doc, yes. All right. The lining, overall, for being as small as it is and the size needle you're probably using, I'm just going to go ahead and say, nice job, right? We critique it, but why? Such a small needle. You're learning different things. Not bad, okay? So that's what we have to say. Kyle, we are on you now. 2 walk-ins, right on. One, I love doing. The other, I don't get asked to do much. Why can't I read? One, I love doing. The other, I don't get asked to do much. All right. Which do you love to do? Let us know. Hey, it's me. Yes, it's you, Kyle. Which do you like to do? The script or the flowers? I bet you like to do these flowers, man. And I'm hoping, and you're not a big fan of the script. Come on, what is it going to be? What's it going to be? Lettering heart. You love lettering? God bless you. It looks good, though, man. It does look good. It's consistent throughout the whole piece. Nothing to say here, man. Consistent. What time is it? Ah, crap. I got to post something to Instagram right now. All right. So I like this one, though, man. This is what reminded me of today's post. I like this. I do. I love that you put little bits of things happening in the greens, dark greens, little breaks of brighter greens. Andy, you liking this one? I see Andy hates lettering too. I liking this one, Andy. I'm digging this one. I like it's not a ton of colors in here, but it works. You got a little bit of dark around these edges, make things stand up. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. This one took 3 hours. Wait a sec. This one right here took 3 hours? Well, no disrespect. I hope they're not paying by the hour. Sometimes that's why sometimes I like to charge by the job. Because then it's like, whatever. I'm probably going to lose money here, but I know it's going to take me a while. I want to do this tattoo. Things like that. But they look really good, dude. Good job. Thank you, man. Improvements. Looking good, Kyle, man. Y'all are doing all right. Especially if you love script. Man. God bless you. All right. So I'm going to click on this next one. I'm going to find my phone here, and I'm going to do a thing. Oh, man. Okay, hang on. Let's see here. Holy smokes. Whoa. All right. We'll have to get back. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Let's do another one of these. Pull it up. And you guys tell me what you think. Well, that was not. See, look at me. I'm supposed to be replying to a comment. I'm already like, hey, these are looking pretty good. Let's find one that might need. All right. I'll have to get to my message here in a moment. Let's take a look here. You know what? Overall, the lines look pretty decent here, man. Pretty decent. I'm not really hating. There's a few little bumps and boops, but hey, look, I got them in my work every day. I don't like to admit it, but it's true. And this looks pretty good. Simple, clean lining piece. Nothing. Seen this one before. Did look at this then, Andy? Maybe I thought it was on fake skin. Maybe this person is putting it on real skin now. I could be wrong, man. I can't zoom in anymore on this. But as you guys can see, let me know what you think about this one. Can you guys see this? Can you see the little what's going on over on this side? We sometimes we try to fix stuff and we go over it again, and it can sometimes make things worse, and we don't mean to. So real quickly here, I am just going to jump over here. Gonna click a few buttons over here and post something real quick here. Hit this button. Dress, reels, share. All right, just doing a quick Instagram and Facebook post here. I try to put stuff out at 10 o'clock on the days I have something I want to put out. And again, guys, this is like my day off today. I'm trying to get a few other things done, so I appreciate you guys bearing with me here. Yeah, so again, in this piece right here, throughout here, it's a little bit harsh, okay? It's been put in a little bit too hard. It's not the end of the world. Just gonna back it off just a little bit, all right? And it's gonna make a huge difference. So, lining is one of those things. It takes time. Unfortunately, we try not to crack too many eggs, but eggs get cracked in the process. Things, we have to make a couple of poor lines, a couple of poor decisions before we smarten up. We just try to do those on people who are aware of what's happening and whatnot. Kyle says curved lines are some of the hardest. Absolutely. And it's good to see you have a good quality fake skin here. That is very nice, because sometimes that is the problem. We're just not using a good quality fake skin. And it shows in the work. It really does. But overall, this one's not too bad. I think the lines could use a little bit of help. But again, you're doing a lot of curves through here. The purple can be a son of a gun. And again, we've shared it many times, and I know other people have as well. If you have a fake skin piece and you want to get the purple to go away, of course, it never goes away when you want it to, only when you don't want it to. But I will put this in like a baking pan, a metal sheet pan or something, and pour bleach in it until it's over the top and just let it sit overnight. The next day, it's literally gone. Rinse the sucker off and you're good to go. All right, let me get this posted here real quick. All right, should be there. Ba-bam. Thank you for bearing with me with all these little weird things I've been doing today. Okay, cool. We got all that out of the way. Guys, you want to go check out the most current piece, Dave Inks. 88 on Instagram and Death Punch Inc. on Facebook. But I know most of you guys already hanging it, supporting me. So I truly, truly appreciate you guys. All right. This one, again, I do like some of this, but I think that the lines, you chose a triangle, man. That's like, you got to have these nice, clean, straight lines. What would have helped you out here is you have all this nice little small lining throughout. Bust out like even a 5-round shader. Boom, and do that outline. It would have given it like more dimension, more style, a thick, bold outline, those nice little thin lines on the inside. Bam, would have been awesome. Still, as it lies, it's not too bad. Again, not bad. Black is packed pretty well. You're on fake skin using a coil machine right on. I hope that coil machine is working out for you. I would always suggest, and I do just nowadays, in the past, people would have tried to bust my knuckles and balls telling people that I think that you're better off going with a rotary pen style machine. When I started the YouTube videos just a few years ago, people were just pooping all over me for using a battery and suggesting people not use a coil machine. But I don't suggest use a coil machine when you're getting into it. Coil machines are awesome. They hit hard. They do some really nice things, okay? And there's nothing wrong with learning the tradition of them either. However, I would suggest you use a rotary style machine. It's going to help you out. You're going to be able to change needles as well. Of course, you can get a grip for these machines, for a coil machine, that you can change out and whatnot. I know Kyle loves coil machine. Right? You use coils, right, Kyle? And you saw his work before. It looked good, right? So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just when people are getting into it, there's a little bit more of a learning curve when it comes to coil. Sorry, was reading something there. Yeah, okay, here we go. Smoke says, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent on your work here. Overall, your work is looking good, okay? Coil machines are tough. I bought one but hated it. I gave it to my daughter-in-law and ordered a pen. Right. So again, it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with using a coil machine. It's just there's a learning curve. And again, you have to set this machine up the way you have it right now with the bar. I mean, with the tube, with the metal tube, if you wanted to use 5 different needle groupings, you'd have to set up 5 different machines and grab that one and grab that one and grab that one. Whereas the other thing you could do is just get a different grip for this. You can get a grip that takes cartridges. So anyhow, done on that tangent. Done on that tangent. All right. Do we have anything here? Oh, what the heck is this? Travis, my friend. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with these things. What's happening here? What is happening here? I can't. There's no pictures here. That or I'm just not smart enough to figure it out. Probably the latter of the two. All right, guys. So here we go. We're starting. Tommy C. Hi, Dave. Irish artist here. Love your channel. Tattooing about 3 years on and off. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you, man. Let's take a look here. All righty. Well, the script at the top is not bad. It's large, and to run these, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult. People are breathing. This is on the side of the ribs. I feel the pain here. However, I think we just missed a little bit of saturation in some. You see a little not quite saturated there, not quite saturated there. So that's all I'd say about the top section up there. Down here, I just kind of feel like it's a little bit like, let's look over here. So this black is shading over here. Whatever this is, it's not really clean. It's kind of has this patchy feel. And then the shading throughout kind of feels one-noted. So I don't know. It's kind of leaving me, you're not really getting a solid depth. You do get a little bit of depth in these leaves over here, or in the whatever you want to call them. I can never figure this out. Feathers, right? Feathers have a little bit of depth. There's a little bit back here, but it just doesn't carry on through the rest of the piece. So, it's not horrible or anything like that. Just not. Oh, from that to this I like this a lot more. Really do. I think you hit a lot of nice things. We have black, we have different shading in here. Things are popping forward. Contrast, the circles. Well, they're tattooed circles. They're a son of a gun overall, and not bad at all, man. I'm liking that. All right. Now, where this suffers for me mainly is right here in all of this black. All of this black is a little bit patchy and whatnot. So that's pretty much all I have to say about that for the most part. And having some sort of dimension in your black. So it's just a huge black area. If you could find a way to get a little bit more detail inside that black area, that's going to be much, much better. But it's definitely going down the right path. Between 3 pieces we've seen, we can tell that you have what it takes, and you're working out what you got. I would just think about that a little bit. 1 second. 1 second, guys. All right. So, yep, that's that one. Overall there, Tommy, good stuff, man. My favorite is this one, and it shows me that you definitely have what you need to do this. It's just a little bit, maybe slow down a little bit. Again, especially in here, a lot of open black areas. That would have helped it a lot. So, anyhow, a larger needle groupings. Yes, I think somebody said something about 25 mag. Yeah, larger needle groupings are going to be your best friend. You cover a lot more area, and it cuts down on this sort of patchy feel you get. See how you can see where your needle group, how big it was. Get yourself a larger needle, and it's going to cover a bigger area and leave you with less areas to have streaks in. And if you're doing black and gray work, I highly suggest that you at least use a number 10 bug pin. All right. That's my suggestion, that's a 0.30 instead of a 0.35. You also have 0.25 double zero bug pins, which are really nice as well. But I still prefer to stay with like a 0.30 bug pin, number 10. You get a little bit of best of both worlds. I can color pack with them real nice, do other stuff with them. But anyhow, my first tattoo. All right, guys, we got 15 more minutes. My first tattoo on me, and I am tattooing for a year every weekend. Love your channel, watching from France. Well, thank you for your support from France, Dragon. All right. All right. Well, I'm not a huge fan of it. Okay. It's lacking in quite a few ways. But what you have here, well, you have some scars as well. Some raised lines, some blowouts here. But what's great about this is that you can go back into this piece and bring it back to life with no problem, really, because you didn't go crazy dark with it. So you have that ability to go back in here in the hair and put some depth in there and put some more texture in the skull and a bit more. I like the design though. I love this whole like skull wig, sort of thing going on here. But anyhow, that would be my suggestion. But overall, I wouldn't go tattooing too much if this is what you're doing. And it's not to talk down to you in any way, man. It's just that you have some serious scarred skin here, some few blowouts. The shading is not exactly smooth. The lining is a bit rough as well, right? So you're heading in a direction. It's just not quite there, right? It's not gonna have to take a little bit more time, all right? So anyhow, but thanks for sending that in, man. All right. Boom. So Mario Perez. Guys, give the stream a like if you're still hanging out with me here. How are we doing? 57, not too bad with 51 people watching. All right, we can live with that for a random old Tuesday live stream. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Make sure that's up. Okay. All right. So here we go. We got been going for about a month. This is my 7th attempt at an actual tattoo. Mostly just working techniques. Been going for about a month. That's not very long. No, I kind of like it though. Kind of hard to see. Let's look. They're all the same tattoo. So let's move it around. You know what? I can't really tell how the lining is looking, but from here it looks all right. And overall, I think it's stylized. It's got its own style. I really do like the colors in it. I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of it. I think it's not quite polished, but it's nice. I like it. Personally, what do you guys think? Am I alone? I think it's kind of cool. It's got some spots here that got me questioning some things, right? But I like the color choices that were used. I wouldn't have used these colors, but I think they work. They really do. It's cool to me. Yeah, the drips aren't quite finished, sure. But you know what? That's a cool little tattoo to have on your arm. It's kind of funny, kind of cool, kind of sinister all at the same time. Yeah. So the consensus is it's pretty good. It's a cool pineapple. It's a cool, hardcore pineapple. Nice job. Nice job. Juan Rodriguez. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Hard critique on this one, please. Big fan of your videos. I have learned a lot. I've been learning to tattoo as a hobby for about 4 months now. I did my first tattoo 2 months after practicing on fake skin due to my cousin. He is a tattoo artist, pushing me. Why are tattoo artists pushing people learning to jump right onto skin? I don't understand that. First one is the seahorse. Second was the Goku with Sharon and so on. I really want to master colors. Wow. If this one looks really nice here. There's Johnny Depp, so maybe there's a reason he's pushing you. I don't know. Oh yeah. All right. Well, maybe there's a reason he's pushing you because this is clean AF. Very clean, in my opinion. Lines straight, smooth. You're not trying to use a tiny liner here. This is like a round shader or a fat liner. One of the two. Very clean, man. I like it. to point things out would be kind of pointless. Here it is in color, very solidly saturated color. Yellow is punched in well. You probably use a round shader for that and really punch that. And we can use a round shader for most of this. The little bit of a blue pull down here, the colors. I like this piece. Very nice. I like it, man. Very nice. With to tattoo that, all the little details going on here, the braids, this, that, the other, the little hairs here and there on fake skin. Nice job, man. Nice job. Let's see. I was like, what's wrong with his face? He got, yeah, obviously you're covering up the man's face. Dude, looks good. Love the black saturated pretty solidly. The gray scale that you're using seems all right. There's light tones, mid tones, and that will just develop on its own. But I think as a whole, it looks good. This is on fake skin with color. Not bad at all as well. What do we got here? We got a little lining piece. I think we're going backwards in time. I think where we were looking was the newer stuff. This might be some of the older stuff where we're seeing a bit of the learning happening here. But again, we have different line weights, which I appreciate here. We got some thicker lines, which pull the eyes, boom, sucked into those thicker lines, and then the smaller lines accent the piece, if you will. So color work is improved big time on the most recent, that was that Seahorse that you did compared to here, right? Color saturation there is much, much better. This is not horrible or anything, but yes, it's great to see your progression, man. You're doing good. Stick with it, and maybe it's a good thing your buddy pushed you. What do I know, right? We got 3 left, guys, and that's going to be about all the time we have. Travis, you are going to be the last one that we take a look at. All right, let me mail it in time. Okay, interesting. All right. Contrasted, what's going on, man? Good to have you here. What's happening with you? What's happening? Tatted Smurf, man. What is up, Tatted Smurf? Holy smokes, man. We got a lot here. We're going to buzz through quick, Tatted Smurf. We're really going to just kind of take a look. Commence the burping. I took another sip of coffee. Kid artwork, fixer-upper, watercolors, and oldies. So we got a mixed bag here. Good morning, sir. I'm definitely humbled to be here and share my art. That's awesome. Something I don't do because I just tattoo family and friends. See, that I don't hate that. I think that's cool. No. Sorry, so many didn't get to make it Sunday. Sponsors and ambassador kind of day. I land my 1 ambassador sponsorship, Lucky 13 aftercare, but 3 more want to pick me up. I feel like I'm in the NBA draft. Kid drawing tattoos on wives and husband. Fixer upper is on Brud's wife, done with her ex. There's a healed pick of name, I hope. Little watercolor. Boom. And again, just so everybody remembers, Tatted Smurf has a bit of a, what we would call it, a bit of a disability, buddy. Nonetheless, he's pushed through it, and he's still putting out work. So, with all that, I don't know. We'll start at the bottom. Seems to be the spot I like to start at. Hey, I'm hoping to get to do a cool piece like this in the nearest future. I was just talking to somebody yesterday about doing a little Beetlejuice piece. Cool piece. We got some stars. Lines look like they might have been blasted in a little hard, and the color's a little light. I do like this piece here. Softly shaded. Line looks all right. Flower could use a little bit more dimension if it was me. This is not bad. We got some solid blacks. A little punch hard in some spots. Cross. Now, it's not perfectly symmetrical, but it's not supposed to be perfectly symmetrical. Let's see. Some cherry blossoms. Not too bad. A little bit of, now some of this seems like it might have been put in a little bit hard again. Some of the linings a little harsh in some spots. This must be healing, I'm assuming, because we have a little bit of some odd texture going on in some of these spots. And again, a little too heavy with the lining, a little too deep. Jasper, I'm assuming this is supposed to look like this as far as the script goes. Sometimes people want the script to look like their kid wrote it or something, whatnot. I love the dual greens that we used here. A little bit of darker green down here, lighter green for the different areas. Wait, am I going the right way? Yes. Okay, same here. Nice little kid right down here. Name, cute little giraffe. No, giraffe. Oh my gosh, elephant with the flower. Aha. Oh, I do like this. The lining is very much cleaner on this, in my opinion. And that bit of watercolor going on there is popping, man. I like this one. I like this one more. All right. Lining again is looking better here, actually. I do like this one as well. We have a lot to look at. That's why we're moving kind of quickly. We saw that one. These ones might be oldies, but again, lining's a little solid. We have a bit, just a bit on the solid, punched in a little too hard weight. I like this one. This one ain't going nowhere. Again, some of these lines, I don't know when you did these, Smurf. Some of them are a little too punched in there, okay? This is a very small, fine line kind of piece. It's a little hard on legibility-wise. The foot is a son of a gun. I like this one that you're putting in. It looks like you're fixing up some stuff, and big improvement here on those lines. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. This one's cool. I like the shading in this. I like the center of it. I think we looked at this one already. The skulls. This one's not too bad either. It's not terribly big. It's just a little bit up a forearm. The black seems to be punched in pretty good. We could use a little bit more in the range of shading. Holy smokes, that is one swollen foot. But this is what happens when we tattoo sometimes. Big improvement, in my opinion. The blue around it. We'll see how it heals out and whatnot. Cross. This one doesn't quite hit home as much as maybe it should. I think it needs a bit more line weight around the outside. And the saturation's a little light. But nonetheless, man, with everything going on in these, right on, man. So, Dragon. I just looked at your work, Dragon. Oh, we sent in a couple more. All right. Let's see. Let me, I'm gonna run over here real quick. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What do we got? We looked at this one. Let's see this fake skin here. All right. A little bit blurry from like just a photograph wise, but it looks good, man. I really like the solid black you have in the background. The very light, smooth shading you have throughout. The line work looks pretty good from here. Again, I'm not sure what happened here, though. This was one we already looked at. And then here, improvement again. I would work on getting a little bit more shading into the face because right now it just looks like the tip of her nose is floating out there. So try to give it a little bit more structure. But as a whole, big improvement from the piece we looked at earlier. And yeah, so again, when it comes to the shading, maybe spend a little time on paper because the line, it's looking good. We just got to get a little more familiar with where we want to put our darks at and mid shades and, just the whole shading thing in general. If you're having trouble, people will message me on. The common message I get is asking me to do a video on where to put shading. And I get a little bit frustrated by that because that you can't teach somebody. I mean, you can, but if you're trying to figure out where to put shading, you need to go follow in some sort of an art channel, right? I'm not teaching people how to shade or anything. I mean, I'll teach you how to do the technique to shade and maybe work on your gray tones. But if you're trying to figure out where to put shading in a tattoo, you need to learn how to draw and where to put shading in a drawing. And once you do that, then there's no question when it comes to the actual tattoo. Kyle says realism looks good until it doesn't. Yeah, exactly. Study light to understand shadow. That's it. And sometimes in tattooing is fun though, because you can break some of the rules in tattooing as long as it looks cool. But if you know the rules, then you can break them, right? To some degree. All right. We have two more and then we'll be done for today. Okay. Unless these are all from you, Travis. So let's take a look. Where should we begin? I don't know what is what now. All right. We'll start here. Screw it. Okay. Well, it's kind of confusing, and I know I did something similar-ish to this just the other day, But it's kind of confusing in that I'm not sure what this is coming over here. Like it's supposed to be a heart, but we're missing that. And then the cheeks are like these two circles. I don't know, man. Conceptually, like from a design point of view, something's not right here. And then when it comes to the shade, so your line work is, it needs some help, right? It's patchy. I've definitely seen far worse, so don't take anything with a bunch of negativity. Just trying to be fair, okay? We need some shadowing in here. This is all very monotone throughout here, right? We're just slapping shading around, just putting some shading in there where we need to be thinking, where's my light hitting it? And again, you don't have to necessarily have the light perfect coming from one angle, but at least kind of make it make sense. Put some shading down in here and whip that stuff out. Maybe a little shade at the tip to show that it's curling a little bit. I don't know. Same in the hair. Why is this open right here? What's going on here? I don't know what is happening, right? Wouldn't that be darker before this is darker? And again, this down here is really confusing the heck out of me. So anyhow, let's move on. Improvement though. This one is far more readable. But if you look at your work, we have the same, what feels like, not saying it is, it looks like and feels like the same tone used here is used here. Pretty much the same. Where you put a little shading up here, shading down here. Now, what's nice is that you have some light shading going on here. Now you just got to incorporate your darker shading and bring it up to the line. If this is dark here, it would be dark right here as well, right? All right. So anyhow, if you're having trouble shading, working on that, watch a video. This one actually looks better. I like this one more, right? And it hands, which is a little wild to think. There's definitely an issue with the fingers at the top, right? So we have, let me see if I can use my hand here. Maybe we'll use this hand. I don't even know, right? So this finger, and then this finger is huge. This finger is much, much larger than this finger, right? So little things, but the shading in this is much better, much better. So improvement for sure. Oh, and it healed out nice and soft. So that is really cool too. It's just this one finger right here is bugging me, but we'll get over that. You added some stuff, Jessa. The shading's probably going to blend into it all right. Okay. So, just a little bit of thoughts from me. Okay. This is some solid black going on in here. But again, we need to fill this black all the way to the edges. All the way, all the way out, right? You did pretty good, though. The saturation is pretty decent. We just want to take that same quality of saturation all the way to the outside of the lines. The pink in there is packed well. So there are definitely, overall, in your work, there's some good things happening. Just there's a few other things that would, if we fix, would really take it and make it much even better. This I like more as well. The shading, there's more to the shading here, right? A little bit more going on. Keep going down this direction. Not the biggest fan of these, the little thingies coming off. But overall, it's better. I would like to see this a little bit darker in here. Again, that's the darkest spot. It's inside the flower as it comes out. But again, better shading. We're better shading, right? Okay, just a whole lot of words all over the arm. All right. And the dove. All right. I only like, it sounds stupid, but I only like doves when they're done nicely. When they're not, they kind of just have this sort of cartoony look. But some people really, really like that. So, yes. I like that God is first on your arm. God, family, courage, wisdom. Good stuff there. I like that. A little skin breakthrough. I think the problem here is the red is not packed in there quite well, right? Whatever the lingo is. And that could also be because you're like, well, I wanted it to be light and shady like the other ones. Well, there's ways to do that. Again, you can do that with shadowing and using darker reds and lighter reds. So I'm not going to get too wrapped around the axle on all these things. Okay. Did you put white highlights in his nails? It's interesting. I've never seen that. Never seen that before. Yeah, this just needs some shading, and I think it'll be okay. So, Travis, you are definitely moving in a direction. Just needs a little bit of help, right? Just needs a little bit more work. That's all. And that's what everybody, myself, everybody, we're all just going around saying, feeling like we just all need a little bit more help. And that's it, right? It really is it. But again, guys, I had a good time. I'm glad we got to hang out here, BS for a little while. Give the stream a like if you're getting ready to depart for the day. I hope that you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. Again, I thank you to the many people who sent your work in. As we've said in the past, if you don't send your work in, then we don't exist. This doesn't exist. I can't even look at your work if you don't send it in. So I really do appreciate those of you guys who send it in and are willing to go, you know what? There might be some stuff here. I might, Dave might say, hey, this, that, the other, but you still do it. I appreciate it. We try to be gentle. We try to understand that everybody's coming from a place, different places, different paces, right? That freaking regular MC over here. Nonetheless, guys, have a great day. We'll be back on Sunday, if nothing else. If I don't go live this week for any other reason, we'll be back here on Sunday with Andy B. And we'll be taking a look at some more of you guys' work. So until then, guys, peace. Have a good one. God bless you.